Okay, sure.
So, hello everyone. Here is she is Kanika Rajan. She is doing PhD. She is doing PhD in Spain, and right now she is explaining about the process of applying for PhD positions. And then can Kanika, can you tell me about the process of applying for PhD in position in Europe, especially?
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure. I'm going to tell you step by step.
yeah,
Firstly, firstly, I'll tell the difference. I mean, whether you can apply for Europe or maybe other side, other in other countries like US and Canada or UK. I mean, in Europe, the plus point is that like you don't need to pay fees for every admission. I mean, you can apply in 10 universities and you don't need to pay a fee for each and every university. So
okay,
this because they are giving you like free of cost, you can apply in these universities inside Europe, most
okay,
of them. But in some of the famous university, they are charging some amount of fee, but in most of them, it's free of cost. So you
okay,
can go for the European universities. This is one of the point. The second point is this TOEFL and GRE. In US, you have to you need at least TOEFL for applying for any PhD position or MS position. But in Europe, you don't need this TOEFL or GRE. I mean, in some universities they ask for TOEFL, but I would say the marks you need for that is just maybe at least 80 or more than 80. Yeah, 80 is the, I mean, minimum, I would say, and above that you need it. Plus, this is a second point. I mean, you don't need to give GRE for European universities. And the third point is, I would say, you have like there are like a lot of available options. You can apply for a PhD position in a, I would say, in mathematical centers. I mean, there are a lot of centers in Europe, so you can go for that. And the thing is, the procedure is really simple in mathematical centers, research centers, compared to a university. So that's the third point I want to focus on. I did the same thing. I applied in many universities, around 8 to 10, I think. And then I applied in one of the research center, this one in which I'm here today. And my center is Bar Center of Applied Mathematics. And this is my third year of PhD. My third year started from this month, I would say. And so overall, I would say that if you go for Europe, that is a good thing because you don't need to prepare many things for that. You just need to have TOEFL. I will go step by step about the list of things you need for a PhD, for going for a PhD application. But firstly, I would say you just need to focus on your CV. Yeah, first one is your interest area. It should be defined enough. Agar tumhara, like, if it is defined, then you go for the next step, which is maybe some internship in that area. Yeah, I will focus on these points in the next section, I would say, because if I'll tell everything here, then this will be completed in one single question.
okay. So, how does
Yeah.
anyone prepare for this actually? Means, what are the materials and what kind of things that will be needed to, yeah,
Okay. So, what is needed is firstly your motivation. You should be motivated enough to go for PhD. And in order to get motivated, you need to, find your interest area again. And once it is defined, and if it is not defined, let's say you don't know what you are interested in. So, how to find it? That's a question. So, in that case, you have to visit maybe your supervisor, maybe any other professor that you know that what he is doing, and try to interact with them. Try to know about their area. Try to know about their expertise area, like in which they are working. So this is important. On the other hand, and once you have a bit of knowledge about their areas of expertise, you can go further. You can read some papers on it. You can read their applications. And once you are interested in their applications, then you know, yeah, this is something that you want to go for, that you want to invest your time in. So that's the first point. The second point, okay, then your research interest is defined and you know what you want to do. So then the next step is, like, before 6 months, at least 6 months, you should start mailing to the professors. For example, you like applied maths
Yeah.
and numerical analysis, let's
Yeah.
say. Then you have to find the professors who are working in that area. And if you want to go abroad or even inside India, you should find professors. You should make a list of professors and their college names and their area. Even in numerical analysis, there are like a lot of different fields. So you have to figure that out too. I mean, you don't need to figure out your like exact research domain, but make a list of maybe numerical analysis. There are 4 different areas that you can go for, maybe,
Okay.
and you can go for one of them for PhD. So once you have the list prepared of the professors, once you know yeah, this is their work, and you all also read their papers, then you should start mailing those professors at least 6 months before the PhD application.
Okay.
Plus, one more thing is, go for internships. Now you know that you like this thing, you like this area, go for internship in the same area that you want to go for PhD. And in
Okay.
this case, like, the thing is, you can improve your CV in the area, like in the same area, and then you can do PhD on the same area. Because see, if you are going in numerical analysis, you work on it, and for example, 3 months, and then you know more about that part. And you can even ask the same professor, like with whom you did this internship for a PhD position. Or if you don't want to do it inside India, you can contact other professors in regarding to the work you did in your internship.
Okay. And third one is actually, what are the hurdles that you are facing during your PhD applications? I
I
think.
mean, this part is not finished. I mean, I'm on the second step, so
Okay. Okay.
I have to cover it up, yeah,
Yeah.
because this is important. So
Yeah.
once your area is defined, you want, and you are sending mail to the professors, your
Yeah.
CV is good enough, you had enough, I would say, internships in that area, maybe 2 or 3
Yeah.
during your masters. Then you have to find the deadlines, the colleges names in which you want to apply. Like, you have the professors, and you know these professors are working in these universities. So you have to start your application process, and then you have to visit the site of those colleges. You have to see the requirement section, what they want, whether they want TOEFL, they want GRE or not, and their deadlines. Again, you need to make the table for their deadlines, when it is, or when you have to give this TOEFL exam for English or IELTS, whatever you want to go for. And after that, yeah, this is the whole part and procedure. And the most important thing during the application is this statement of purpose, and you
Okay.
need to invest at least 1 month for that. Yeah, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay. And what should anyone avoid during application applying PhD positions? What uh, anyone cannot do that thing means.
I mean, I would say, be aware of the fake sites. I mean, there are a lot of fake sites available. I mean, once you click like PhD application, you will see many sites appear on the Google. So
Okay.
you should go for the sites that are like good enough, I would say. Like, most people are using those sites, or someone is recommending one of the sites for finding one PhD position or something like that. I mean, there are like a lot of YouTube videos people are doing nowadays, and they also said like these are the good websites to go for to find a PhD position. So you
Okay.
should be aware of that part.
So the
Because
any official website for applying that applying in Europe, any kind of websites? Any
yeah, there is one,
okay,
urexis.com, that is really nice. And I mean, there are like, you will get around 200 positions in particular area. you should apply your area, you should apply the places you can go for, and then they'll give you a list of PhD positions available. I mean,
Okay,
I did it the same way. I did it from there. So
Eureka. It's fine.
it's
And
Urix, it's Urix.
and any kind of advice that you give to the masters MSc first year students, those who are in MSc first years, actually.
I mean, for first years, I would say we should not focus on getting like too much marks or something like that. Uh, I mean, in my opinion, you should maintain at least 8 CG. That is important for your CV. And
Okay.
plus, you have to enjoy your life. And the third thing is, and go for internships as many as you can during your 2 years of MSc. That is important. I would say
Okay.
marks are not important, no, but you should maintain a good CG for your MSc. Yeah.
Yeah, already actually one summer vacations, one they have already done some internship in during summers actually in NIT or many IITs.
Uh-huh. Now,
And
even if there are a lot of internships available in my institution, they can
okay,
apply for those. Yeah.
okay. And can you discuss about the what is the average total accommodation cost and food and in that Euro?
Yeah, I mean, the PhD salaries that people are getting, the average is around 1500, I would say 1200 to 1500. And if,
Okay,
yeah, in Spain, it's around 1500 to 1700 sometimes. So it depends on the college and university you are going
yeah,
for.
yeah,
But the average cost per month is around 800 if you are spending in a way so that, I mean, an average amount of things, like for example, if you are paying 400 euros for the rent, plus I mean, groceries are costly nowadays after this Russia war and everything.
yeah.
Now the things are costly, so it
Okay,
is around 350 per month for the groceries. And
okay.
I think that's it. We don't have car or anything, so we don't need to pay any for. And if your college is like far, then you should pay around 30 to 40 euros for traveling. So that's it.
Means 800 for accommodation, 2 and 300 for traveling. And about what about the food? Means
I mean, see, 400 for the rent, for
yeah,
for the renting a house, not
yeah,
house, a room. I would say you can say my room. I
yeah,
rented it in 400, and plus bills. Bills is like electricity if you have to pay separately,
yeah.
and electricity is like 50 euros per person, so it's not much. But if you go for the food cost, I mean, it's included in the grocery cost that I'm taking in around 350.
Okay,
And the, yeah, traveling cost is again 30 to 50 euros, so it's
okay,
around 900 to 1000, so not more than that.
okay, okay. Then what is the saving after expenditures?
Saving is like, I mean, it depends on the person as well. I mean, if you can adjust in a bit, I would say, uh, in case of house, if you rent a small room or something, and if you can live with other persons, I mean, sharing a room or something like that, you can save more. But I think for a PhD student, you need to be focused on your work, and you need to find some, a place where which is calm and quiet. So you need to, I mean, it depends on the standard of the person who is gonna take the room or something like that. But I mean, you can, the saving is around maybe 300 to 400 per month, not more than that. Yeah.
Okay, and one thing from my side actually, what is the research environment in your place? Means what is the difference between the during doing PhD in Europe and in India? What you have observed till now?
I mean, the thing is, the quality of research is good, I would say.
Yeah,
And about the pressure, see, I don't know about India, but as far as I know, I talked with some of my seniors, and they said like the pressure is quite high in India compared to European universities.
Okay, okay.
So that's the thing I don't like. I mean, they have to do everything. For example, they have to do teaching, the course and everything, ta ship or something like that. But in case of research centers, we don't need to do anything like that. We just have to do our work, and from 9 to 5, or we have flexible hours, so it's nothing like that. The only thing matter here is your work. you, I mean, if your supervisor is giving you some work, you have to complete it. That's it. He don't care whether you are doing it daily or you are doing it once in a week. He don't care about it. He just want the end result. That's it. I mean, he don't care whether you are traveling or whether you're doing it from home or from your college or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
yeah.
in students' life, to be honest, supervisor, yeah.
Okay. And what is the average time to finish PhD in during in Europe?
I mean, it's 3 years if you are going for a university, and they give extension of 1 more year. I mean, it's 4 years average, I would say. 4 years, yeah, not more than that.
Okay, great. And what is the collaboration culture in Europe and Europe? Mm, any kind of seminar or anything? Many conferences?
I mean, uh-huh. I mean, in my own university or in my research center, I mean, we can go for as many conferences as we want.
Okay, there is
Well,
no
it
lim
is what?
there is no restrictions on how
No,
much you can attend. Okay,
I mean,
that's
there
good.
is no restriction on funds or anything, nothing like that. You can go for as many as you can. You can go for many papers, presentations, or anything. I mean, they don't care about it as long as you are publishing and you are doing your work properly. So they don't care about how much money you are spending. So yeah,
Yeah, that's great actually. So nice to
yeah,
talk with you.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, nice to talk with you, Kanika. Many questions I have, but yeah, it's great to join with you, and I
yeah,
hope you are doing well and have a nice day.
yeah.
Okay,
You too.
yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you. Bye.